Is Joe Biden fit to lead this nation? His performance, if you can even call it that, was downright alarming. Stumbling sentences, blank stares, an inability to articulate even basic policy points. This wasn't just an off night, this was a man clearly struggling. The mainstream media, predictably, is already rushing to Biden's defense. They're blaming the format, the moderator, even the lighting, anything to avoid the painful truth staring us right in the face. But here's the thing, everyday Americans aren't buying it. The trust in our political system is eroding, and people are more vocal about their doubts than ever before. Neither are some on the left. Even those who traditionally support the current administration are starting to question its stability. The hashtag #25th Amendment is trending on Twitter. It's a sign of the growing concern and the widespread nature of these doubts. Even Democrats are whispering about whether Biden is mentally capable of fulfilling his duties as president. Conversations that were once private are now becoming public debates. And can you blame them? This isn't about partisan politics anymore. It's about the integrity and functionality of our leadership. This is about the future of our country. The decisions made today will shape the nation for generations to come. We're talking about a man who holds the nuclear codes. The gravity of this responsibility cannot be overstated. A man who negotiates with foreign leaders. These interactions have profound implications for global stability and peace. A man who makes life or death decisions every single day. The pressure and stakes are immense. The stakes are simply too high to ignore this any longer. We cannot afford to turn a blind eye to these concerns. We need answers, and we need them now. The American people deserve transparency and accountability from their leaders. Republican commentator, we need answers, and we need them now. The urgency of this matter cannot be overstated. Even former Daily Show host Jon Stewart, no friend of the right, couldn't stay silent. His voice, often a beacon of reason and humor, has now taken on a more serious tone. In a recent interview, Stewart expressed what many are feeling but are too afraid to say aloud, a growing unease about the current state of political affairs. Something's not right. Stewart, known for his sharp wit and even sharper political commentary, hit the nail on the head. His words resonated with a public increasingly disillusioned by the political landscape. He questioned whether Biden's cognitive abilities are truly up to the demands of the presidency. This is a question that has been whispered in political circles but rarely voiced so publicly. And he's not alone. This isn't about mocking or belittling anyone. It's about raising legitimate concerns that many share but are hesitant to express. It's about facing a deeply uncomfortable reality. We cannot and should not pretend everything is fine when the evidence suggests otherwise. The stakes are too high for complacency. Political analyst, we cannot and should not pretend everything is fine when the evidence suggests otherwise. The time for honest dialogue and critical examination is now more than ever. Section 4, the silent partner, which begs the question, where is Jill Biden in all of this? She, more than anyone, sees the man behind the curtain. She knows his capabilities or lack thereof. So why the silence?
In a recent Tone Deaf magazine feature, I boasted about my husband's stamina and mental acuity. I painted a picture of a man brimming with energy and focus, a picture that couldn't be further from the truth.
Is she deliberately misleading the American people? Or is she, as some speculate, the one truly pulling the strings behind the scenes? Section 5, Echoes of Edith Wilson. The situation draws eerie parallels to Woodrow Wilson's presidency. After Wilson suffered a debilitating stroke, his wife, Edith, essentially ran the country, shielding her husband from public view and making decisions in his stead. Is history repeating itself?
Is Jill Biden the new Edith Wilson? A first lady acting as a de facto president? The American people deserve to know who is truly in control of the most powerful office in the world.
This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's a legitimate concern based on what we're seeing and hearing. The silence from the White House is deafening. The whispers are growing louder. Section 6, a presidency in peril. The fact is, Joe Biden's presidency is in crisis. The challenges he faces are mounting and the pressure is intensifying. His mental and physical decline is undeniable. Observers and critics alike have noted the changes. His ability to lead is in serious question. Can he effectively manage the responsibilities of the highest office? And the American people are losing faith. Trust in his leadership is waning, and confidence is eroding.
Recent polls show Biden's approval rating plummeting, with a majority of Americans now disapproving of his job performance. The numbers are stark and telling. This isn't just about one bad debate. It's about a series of missteps and public appearances that have raised eyebrows. It's about a pattern of concerning behavior that has been building for months. Each incident adds to the growing unease.
The world is watching, our adversaries are watching, and they see weakness, they see opportunities to exploit, they see vulnerability. This isn't the time for denial, it's a moment that demands clarity and action. It's the time for honesty, it's time for accountability. The American people deserve transparency and truth, and most importantly, it's time for a serious conversation about the future of our nation. The stakes have never been higher, and the path forward must be carefully considered. Asrol Global News, like and subscribe for more content.